Hi friends, this is Loli. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will be using one of these bunny wreaths from the Dollar Tree, some yarn and some of those flowers, and some of that burlap ribbon that also came from the Dollar Tree. Pretty much everything on here came from the Dollar Tree. The first thing that I did, I took a piece of the yarn and I'm going to go ahead and tie it onto the wreath form in a place in which two brackets can hold it in place. So I chose to do it in the inside of the bunny ear, as you see there. I just wanted to put it in a place in which there was a vertical piece of wire that will keep the thing on place. It will take the yarn in place, and then I'm going to start wrapping it in the outside part of the ear, trying to keep this as close together as possible, but not too tight that it will bend the wire. And I just kept wrapping everything around until I completely covered the entire circumference of the bunny wreath. My friends, this video is part of a collaboration called Let's Get Eggcited for Easter. It is hosted by Kate from So Kate and by Jackie from Crafting in Mimi's World. The link to their channels and to the playlist will be in my description box below. Okay friends, when I got to the end right here, I just kept wrapping and pushing the yarn closer together until I completely covered that gap. It started getting like a gap in a V shape, but I just kept pressing the bottom more towards the other side, like trying to open up that V, and I just kept doing the yarn until I got, to that area. And then I'm thinking here, I need to continue here. I didn't feel like cutting and starting, so what I did is I wrapped around one side, and then, I went over the ring one more time and then looped it over the ear, and then I started wrapping the ear just like you see there. I did that until I completely covered the ear, and I didn't want to cut it again, so I did the same thing. I wrapped it over like you see there, and then into the ear, and started wrapping very close to the stem of the ear right there, putting it in between the two ears and then into the ear that I'm wrapping there. I hope that makes sense. Friends, if you like this video, just make sure that you leave me a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job, and it shows it to more people, and I do want my channel to grow, so just help me by just giving me the thumbs up. Thank you so much. And if you feel inclined to do so, go ahead and subscribe. It is free and it means the world to me. And ta-da! Just like that, we wrapped the entire thing. Once we got to the end, I just created a loop, wrapped it around, tied it twice, and secured it with a bit of hot glue. Now I'm gonna use some of this burlap fabric that I got at Dollar Tree. Yes, Dollar Tree. This is brand new, guys. I was so excited when I found it. So I took a piece that was big enough to cover that ear there. I measured by just taking a look and putting it on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the entire strip because I'm going to be using it for both ears. So I'm cutting this whole strip, and I'm going to go ahead and place the fabric underneath of the ear, just making sure that it covers it nicely and, leaving enough room for another one. And once I was happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and take my glue gun, and I'm going to just run a bead of hot glue along the entire circumference. Well, not circumference because it's an ear stretched out. But anyway, let's get to the point here. The entire stretch of the ear, and then I'm pressing down my burlap ribbon onto it until it's completely secure. Then I'm cutting off the excess on there and, checking for any places where it didn't stick. And I repeated the same process with the other ear as well. Once again, I checked for areas that did not stick correctly, and there it was one. So I just added a little bit of hot glue underneath and pressed it right down. And I found another spot right there, and just making sure that you have nice contact along the whole thing. Now I'm gonna take more of that fabric, and I'm going to go ahead and cover this circle as well. So I just went over it. This was a lot easier than the little ears. I just flipped it over, added a generous amount of hot glue along the entire circumference of the wreath form there, and pressed it down securely onto the fabric, making sure that the printed side is towards you, so paint it backwards. Then I took my scissors and I just cut alongside the entire circumference of it, just trying to cut it as shorter than the actual wreath form, so that way it will be tucked away. And then I just trimmed off any other areas in which I didn't cut close enough to the wreath form, just to make sure that you have that whole shape of the bunny and we don't lose the shape as we add in the fabric on there. Now it's time to trim the ears. So I just cut off the excess. I did leave some of the burlap out because I do want to have a little bit of a bigger effect on it, and I do want to fray the ends of my burlap. So I didn't, cut it exactly where the wire is. I left some space around the ears just to give it a little bit more character. I just made sure to cut the fabric in the same shape as the ears, so it will be nice and cohesive. Once the burlap was in the size that I wanted, I just took off some of the threads just to fray the sides and give this more of a nicer look. Then I just went over the edges, just cleaning up some of the burlap that's still sticking up, making sure everything is nice and clean. And then once I was happy with the outcome, I'm just going to go ahead and trim any little, straggly ends or anything that just doesn't look, cohesive with the whole piece. Just take a quick look of it and, just trim in here and there. Once everything was nice and trim, I'm coming in with these flowers. I also got these at the Dollar Tree. I got these about even a year ago. Never got to use them. Found them as I was cleaning my craft room, and I was like, this is the perfect flowers for this. So the first thing that I did is just remove some of the crinkles that it had. I learned this from another YouTuber. I cannot remember who that is, but whoever you are, thank you. This is like a lifesaver. So I just gave my flowers new life, and then I'm taking different pieces that I have from different flowers that I use for different DIYs, and I'm just taking all of the greenery off of them because I'm going to be using them for this as well. These flowers came with little, clips, but I didn't like the way they look in the clips. So I'm removing the clips, and I'm going to go ahead and trim the piece of plastic that is sticking out there on board of these flowers, so I have a little bit more flexibility of where I want to put them, and I'm going to place them right on there. Use a nice blob of hot glue and put it on the fabric there in the yarn and press this right down on there. I really like how it looked there. And now I'm going to come in with the little greenery and put it on the ends of the flowers in different spots just to give this a little bit more variation. I love the fact that none of the leaves have the same color, that they all have different shapes and colors. I think it just adds more interest to this piece. I decided to put them in different sections in which I think will look nice and natural, and just creating different visual effects on it. Just trying to be not so much of a pattern, but try to make it as natural as possible. And here you go, but you already know I'm not done yet. We are going to add a little bit more. Of course, we need a hanger because we're gonna be hanging this off for something, right? So I used the same piece of burlap that I trimmed off before and created a loop. I just stuck it on each side. I'm sorry that this is not in focus as good, but I pretty much just created a hook using the same burlap and just stuck it on with some hot glue. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to be taking some of this little metal signs from the Dollar Tree. comes in a pack of 3, and I chose the word blessings because it's Easter blessings. So I just used a little bit of hot glue to glue this on there on the fabric, placed it right there in an angle, and this is it, guys. I hope you like it. Look how cute that is. This is amazing. I love this thing, guys. I am in love with it. If it doesn't sell, I think I'm gonna keep it. Let me know what you think. Is this something that you want to recreate? And if you do recreate it, please be sure to send me some pictures because I love to see how yours came out. Let me know what you think. I love those bold colors. I love the guava or the coral. I don't know, I always get those two colors mixed up. But anyway, I'm rambling here. And anyway, I'm super in love with this, guys. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching my video. Remember, be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. If you would like to follow me on social media, here are my social media links. I hope to see you there. And thank you again. Bye. But wait, don't forget, go over to the playlist and say hi to my friends. Okay, bye.